Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Furdeen and today we are going to solve a trigonometry question from 9709 A levels mathematics. Today we have a question which asks us to prove the identity 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x, and we have to prove it as 1 minus 2 sine square x. So the first thing before solving the question, we have to look at in what terms are we demanded to give the question. We are going to give our answer in terms of sine square, right? This is the keyword of this question. You have to give your answer in terms of, you have to actually prove your identity in terms of sine square. So let's start. 1 minus tan square x. Over here we are going to simplify it. You know this tan tangent x is what it is, sine x upon cos x. So tan square x would be sine square x upon cos square x. So that's clear, we all know this. It will be sine square x upon cos square x. That's the first step, and we are going to do the same in the bottom as well, in the denominator. 1 plus sine square x upon cos square x, right? So what are we going to do? We are going to deal the upper portion of this and the lower portion of this individually. That will actually make our question a little more comprehensible and easier. So I'm going to do the upper portion with the orange color. So be attentive and look at this very clearly. Full attention. So 1 minus sine square x, when we are given like this, we are going to take the common denominator. We are going to make, we have 1 over here, we are going to make it as cos square x. So if we multiply the denominator of this 1 by cos square x, we are going to multiply it cos square x as well. So you get cos square x minus sine square x upon cos square x. Basically what we did is that, let me show you if any of you get confused at this stage. For suppose you have 1 plus 5 upon 4. So how are you going to add this? You're going to take the LCM. The LCM of 1 and 4 is going to be 4. So you multiply the bottom by 4 and the top by 4. So you get what? You get 4 plus 5 and the common denominator as 4. So that is the exactly same thing what we have done here. We have actually taken this as this. The LCM of 1 and cos square x would be cos square x, and we multiplied the denominator and the numerator of this 1 by cos square x. And what did we get over here is cos square x minus sine square x upon cos square x. Are we clear on this? Yes, we are clear. So this is the upper portion. Let me write it, upper part. Now we are going to deal with the lower part, and I'm going to write the lower part with purple color. Yes, the lower part is going to be the same. You take the LCM and you get cos square, except that on the upper part you have negative sign in between them, and in the lower part you have positive sign. Cos square x plus sine square x upon cos square x. So now we are going to solve them. This is the lower part, the lower part of your value fraction, the lower part of your fraction. So now what we are going to solve, we are going to solve it in the same way we solve a fraction. So cos square x minus sine square x, this is basically this portion, this whole portion. We are going to divide it by, the upper portion is divided by the lower portion, right? We broke it into portions, parts. In this way our question is going to be really easy and really comprehensible, and you're going to ace maths 100%. So cos square x minus sine square x, upon cos square x divided by the upper portion is divided by the lower portion, and I'm going to write the lower portion as cos square x plus sine square x over cos square x. All right. Yes. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the reciprocal of the fraction in order to eliminate the negative sign. Yes. So cos square x minus sine square x upon cos square x multiplied by cos square x upon sine square x plus cos square x. Let me extend this line. All right, perfect. So now you can see this cos square x is going to cancel out with this cos square x. And now you know that, let me move this question a little bit so we have some more space to solve this question. Yes. All right. So as you know that now we are left with cos square x minus sine square x upon sine square x plus cos square x. We have learned this identity in trigonometric ratios and trigonometry, that sine square x plus cos square x equals to 1. So यहाँ पे भी what is going to happen is cos square x minus sine square x upon 1. Now I told you the very first thing before even solving the question that we have to give our answer in terms of sine square. So as you can see, we have cos square x. Basically what are we going to do is rearrange this equation. That is really easy. What you do is just rearrange this equation. You get cos square x equals to 1 minus sine square x, and input this value for cos square x. So you would get everything in terms of sine square x. Let's do it. So cos square x is 1 minus sine square x. 1 minus sine square x minus sine square x upon 1. So you know anything upon 1 would give you the same answer, but for your clear understanding I wrote it as 1. So 1 minus sine square x minus sine square x would give you 1 minus 2 sine square x and everything divided by 1 would give you the same value. So our answer is 1 minus 2 sine square x, as you can see, in a very comprehensible and easier way. Let's check that have we solved this correct. And yes, 1 minus 2 sine square x. As you can see, 1 minus 2 sine square x. So this is the easiest way, in my opinion, or in my suggestion, to solve this identity. This is the most comprehensible way. If you follow this way, you can follow really difficult questions in a matter of minutes. So if you want more videos like this on A levels mathematics 9709, do let me know in comments.